What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Reviews Unplugged. My name is Oscar and welcome back to our second secondary market check. So in the first video, I knew that most of you guys wouldn't make it to the end of it. So the reason that was formatted the way it was to show you guys where the unlimited print run was going to be and what I saw as the best kind of deals on the market at the time. And then obviously we went off and checked on the $1,000 booster boxes. But the intention of that was all because most of you won't watch all the way to the end of the video. So give you the information as a player that you needed to know first. Where the unlimited box runs are, what you should be paying, what are the cool looking deals going on. But this video is going to pretty much highlight exactly what this whole series is going to be about. Looking at the secondary market and finding great deals for new players and seeing what you should be looking for, what you should be bidding on, and everything like that. So the first listing that we have right here, guys, is probably the best listing ever sold in the last week, because it ended on October the 21st, and it is a very nonchalant listing. Like, it's just a box full of cards. But if you take a closer look right there, right, this person has taken the time to say, hey, all this down here is heroes and tokens and weapons and armor, and this begins the commons. Then over here, this is what divides our rares from our super rare. From there, we have a tiny sliver of rare. Then we have something over there we can't really tell, and then more tokens. But this whole entire other side is Arcane Rising equipment, Arcane Rising commons, Arcane Rising rares, and the super rares. So this is the best listing on the market because I bought it. I literally have the box still right here, guys. Boom. Going through it, still checking out all the cards and everything like that. And what this allowed me to do, guys, is start the deck building series, because a lot of people were saying like, hey, the content around here is all about investing, how to make money off of this game, but not a lot of content is being made about deck building, everything like that. So this lot allowed me to actually start building content. I mean, now I could have made that poll. I asked you guys what you guys wanted to see, and Kano won. Just a little spoilers for tomorrow. And this was actually after I contacted the buyer, was left over of about 5 booster boxes, 3 of the alpha print of Welcome, and then 2 of the Rising boxes. So that is a ton of cards. You know, even pulling out the few Majestics and maybe a few Legendaries that he did end up getting, that's still a huge amount of cards. And what was really cool about this seller is once he sold it to me and he contacted me saying, hey, I have 3 Majestics that didn't sell on a previous auction, so I'm just going to throw them into the box. Enjoy. And that was really nice of him, and he didn't have to do that. And it really just highlights the benefits of the secondary market. It's not all about, you know, let's buy sealed product, keep it sealed, sell it to people for a higher markup because they didn't make it here on time. So let's look at other sold listings, things I didn't buy, but most likely because I didn't really see. These are some sold listings that came out right here. I think I did click on that one right there. Boom. This is what I would think is a really good listing to buy. I mean, it seems to be an entire Brute starter deck, just laid out so you see everything that you're going to be getting, and it's sold for $17. Free economic shipping. That's solid. 17 bucks is right there at retail for this box. This listing, the winner was $2. You still gotta count that shipping, so basically 17 bucks around there. But if you wanted alpha print cards, like Yeah, they're common, and it seems like mostly all Guardian. So if you're gonna run Guardian, I think the listing actually says it, yeah. If you're gonna run Guardian, this was a really good listing for you to buy. You would be able to at least have something to build on. You know, it's probably not the best deal on the market that I saw. Now we're going on to like actual things that are still on the market. So this box right here is just a little box of mysteries. We don't know exactly what's in there, but we do know that 600 cards inside. That is massive. That's a whole bunch of cards. And you know, from the first picture we see right there, I can't zoom into that one, but we see like if he's actually doing that, like he's actually sleeving every single card for you, that's pretty awesome. Or at least sleeving everything that's above a certain rarity, which is more likely, because these two are rares, and that's a common. Maybe he's also sleeving up the foils for you, but you've got a good little mix up of things here from Arcane Rising, and that one is part of the WTR. So I would say for $30 currently, that's a good price to be at. And for 600 cards, honestly, like that's half the size of this. Most likely he's not going to sell you like crazy pulls, but if you were going to just start, you have 0 cards, this is a really good one to be looking at. Now we'll go into like something if you're looking for very class specific, like you want to build something specifically. This is really cool because, as we know, Crucible of War is a supplementary set. It's not part of the official sets. But if you're going to build a ninja deck, you have to think, okay, I want to build ninja. Arcane Rising has nothing for a ninja, so I can just completely skip buying that box. I can get the WTR box and this lot for $20. Let's see, $25 right now, buy now. And I'll be able to get, you know, a rare young hero, the aura, the needle. Probably would want 2 copies, but you know, the Zephyr Needle's pretty cool. And then I think I would run the Zephyr Needle, just one single one, because it does break after being overblocked. You know, I still don't see the utility of that, but maybe when I do make my ninja deck, I'll see the utility in it. You got yourself some crane dances, which are rares, I believe. And then over here on this far end, these 3 cards right here, I know that they come with the Ira starter deck, but once again, if you guys didn't manage to pick one up, these are the 3 hardest, in my personal opinion, next to Snapback, the 3 hardest commons to pull. Because Snapback, I opened up 3 boxes and I'm short 1 for a complete play set, and I barely managed to nick by some of these 3, so that's a really good lot right here for $25. That means that you can go ahead and buy yourself the original box, buy yourself this lot, and you can flesh out your ninja decks a little bit better. I think that's the place to go and looking for. Look, this is what everybody's paying $1,000 for right now, guys. They're paying for these exact cards right here. This is a starter lot for a warrior. So if you were gonna run a Dorinthia, it would be a pretty cool little pickup right there. And it's currently going for really cheap, $1 plus, so it's about $11 right now. Next up, we have a ninja Crucible of War, right? Once again, the same thing. Crucible of War is a supplementary set, so if you can go off and find them, the cards that you're looking for in a common lot to expand the diversity of that class, that'd be a really cool buy. Like this right here, Ranger, right? If you're gonna be thinking about running Ranger, you can completely skip the first box, right? Just go straight to Arcane Rising and go and buy a lot like this, where you're gonna get yourself I mean, the Red Rider would have been a little bit better of a weapon, but you can go ahead and get yourself the real thing is I don't know for sure because I've never built Ranger if these are exclusive to Crucible of War, but they most likely are, because I would have to double check all that. But double check it for yourself if you're really looking at getting into Ranger. But here you go, like you would get full 3 of a kinds for everything right here for 15 bucks flat. 15 bucks flat. And if these are exclusive to Crucible of War, then just buy yourself the Arcane Rising box and try to develop that. Try to integrate these into those cards of that deck. So last thing we are gonna do is just look up Flesh and Blood lot and see which ones are a good buy or a decent buy. Or oh, these are all sold listings. Let's swap that real quick. Maybe this one looks pretty cool right here. Flesh and Blood Crucible War Hero Starter Kit. Not as cool. I mean, these 2 heroes right here, the Data Doll and the Sellsword are rares. So, and then her Benji is also a rare. You get all the Zephyr Needles. And oh, that staff is pretty awesome if you're trying to run Wizard, and the Reaper Blade for Arcane. So, I mean, $50 might be a little bit too expensive, but you have to think if you just needed new weaponry and the red liner also. So this may be a decent purchase, guys. But I think the great deals right now, what everybody needs to be looking at, because you have to understand, even so, hopefully you're watching this far, guys, but the same thing's going to happen again, right? It's just going to be a constant trend of the same things, right? The 2 boxes are really hot right now because there's none available. We're waiting for the unlimited run. Crucible War is very thin supply currently of it going on, but as soon as the supply from legitimate vendors ends, all of a sudden the price spike is going to happen again. Everybody's going to be selling their Crucible War first editions for a massive uptick until there's a replenishment of stock. And we don't know if the second wave is going to be massive or smaller than the last one. So I would say people are going to be doing this often. They're going to be breaking boxes, selling the commons and rares in lot, and just try to find whatever hero you want the additional cards from Crucible of War for and go and buy that. So for instance, me, let's just go Wizard lot. This is what I would be looking at exactly. So right here, Wizard starter. I mean, the coolest thing here is that they have 3 red snapbacks, and I have 2 reds. So that's the coolest thing here, you know. Cindering Foresight, I have a full playset of that. I have all these cards, so I mean, not that cool of a lot. But then you have to think, if you're gonna be wanting to run Wizard and you just have enough money for maybe 1 or 2 booster boxes, are you really gonna go off and buy a Crucible War booster box? Probably not, because I have that, and Cindering Foresight and Snapback are probably like not the best, but really great cards to be getting in these sets. So, you know, just deal arcane damage. If the last play card was a Wizard action card, this turn you may play Snapback as an instant. That's an awesome ability to have for a 1-cost spell, especially since you're just trying to, you know, do arcane damage and repeatedly hit your opponent and then make them pay for their null ruin armor cost. But that's a conversation for another time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys will jump on tomorrow and check out the full Kano deck and how I built it out and what I think is very essential for that, guys. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.